The problem with school fights. School fights can be one of the craziest, most entertaining things that could ever happen to your school. There are different types of people during the school fights. The spectators watching the fight like it's a movie. Oh my god, cops beating Eli up. Holy cow. Yo, Brody, pass the popcorn. This shit entertaining as hell. Then we got the people instigating who would troll and say, nah, dog, I could never let a bum talk to me like that. Oh, cop, you better beat this squiggly diggly looking ass up, bro. You weak as shit, bro, looking like a stick figure. He ain't got nothing on you, man. Like, bro, if you don't get your instigating ass out of here, bro. And then we got that one dude who records the school fights with the worst of qualities. Quality is so dog shit that it looks worse than an old pixelated video game. Like, dog, we have all this technology and you telling me you still can't record a decent fight video? What's wrong with you, man? And then you got two kids going at it in the ring fighting over some V-Bucks.
Oh man, I love school. Nobody can ruin my day.
You're broke!
What the duck did you
So they don't like it, and I said, well, what color's your Bugatti?
Nah, bro, don't tell me you letting that slide, because me personally, I could never let another grown man talk to me like that. But that's just me, though.
Round 1. Fight!
If you get in a fight with someone who's better than you, just know you find to rethink life and wonder why you started beef with this kid in the first place. Like Brody, he's got max speed, max IQ, max strength. I'm sorry to say it, but you're gonna get cooked low, bro. But hey, I get it, your reputation's on the line. If you get knocked out in the first round, you're gonna be the joke of the school. Ain't nobody trying to get bullied all year, man. That fight will be remembered for years and they'll even tell their grandkids the story about that day. If you win the fight though, ironically, probably gonna be remembered for like a year. At least you don't have to deal with the years of embarrassment. But hey, it takes balls to get physical. I respect it. Now the excuses the losers be having are crazy, especially if they have the instigator sidekick who's always starting shit up. If you lucky you beat him, he would have messed you up worse than Goku. Like his little henchman would bring anime references after the fight. This isn't an anime scene, relax buddy. Since the dawn of time, fighting has always been a way for two people or groups to settle their differences, see who is better. AKA me, I'm the greatest, I'm the freaking GOAT. Those freaking gladiators would have been ready to put a spear in someone for taking their girl, or if someone calls them ugly if they still existed in this generation. Some ruthless bastards, even in the animal kingdom. But the difference is it's not to impress a girl or try to protect their rep. It's survival of the fittest for those animals. These kids probably were watching Tarzan going at it with the gorilla in the jungle, and were thinking, oh yeah, I can definitely fight my high school bully. Just to find out little old Jimmy's weak as shit. Brody would get demolished worse than Scorpion, popping Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. Fatality. And speaking of Mortal Kombat, if you're that kid who played it, you would always want to try and replicate the fighting moves with the homies. But of course without the fatality. We're not killers now. Or I hope so, I don't know who's watching these videos. Now, I'll be honest, I do not condone to violence majority of the time. Because I feel like the shit can be very unnecessary and respectfully, I'm not trying to mark my face or break a bone in my body. Okay, you can de-suck me all you want in the comments saying, oh, you're pussy. I'm just keeping it a buck. I already gotta deal with marks on my knees from sports. I'm only fighting if I got to, okay? But of course, fighting has just as many positive things as bad. You could train in boxing or get a punching bag in your garage like those kids be posting on their IG posts and hit it as hard as you can, especially after school, to let out all the rage from that annoying kid in class who wouldn't stop bugging you about his cringe memes he saw. I don't care about your stupid memes. I still love you though. Or the teacher yapping about your assignments like anybody ask. Hey Jeffrey, you know you still gotta turn in that assignment, right? Shut the fuck! I had got this punching bag at my old house and I was swinging that bit like it was the math teacher and I'm Mike Tyson in my prime. Yes, don't judge me, I hated math class back then. That shit made me more depressed than a doomer. But hey, at least it's better than starting school fights over some petty things, like most kids did in my high school. Another way you can use your hands for good is joining your school's wrestling team. I swear, I be seeing these girls cook up in the arena. This girl I knew in high school reminded me of those muscular feminist Wojak memes. She was out here dogging people out here looking like a Giga Chadita. Going from pulling and breaking your hair fossils to breaking your bones. You could say she could play for the football team, and that's a compliment by the way. Another way that fighting works is when you feel like you want to defend your girl or friends on some Rocky Balboa type beat. Or just straight up use it for defense only like the Karate Kid. But man, speaking of Karate Kid, shout out to the GOAT Mr. Miyagi for whooping those kids. Try to knock out my man's Daniel. See all these dudes in these school fight videos with terrible form. I'm not much to talk, but shit, bro, motherfuckers talking about some. What is that? I'm convinced they just do that shit for the memes or for the camera. They need to take notes from Mr. Miyagi or something. Now, we spoke on the positive side because I'm already knowing there's gonna be that one annoying fight nerd saying, oh my god, this kid is so biased. Now, as for the bad side, I mean, if it's not obvious already, why are you getting into fights? Especially in school, for crying out loud. Do that shit outside of school. Like my brother in Christ, you already gotta fight for your life in there. Just to have decent grades so your parents won't whoop you or yell at you. Now you're trying to start even more problems? Is your brain not screwed right? Do I gotta call Bob the Builder for your head ass? Gotta be stressing me out, man. Y'all got it. At the end, everyone's gonna be sore and drained out on some post-nut clarity but post-fight clarity. Oh my god, why did I do this? When I come out having your bones all cracked up, eyes all dark purple and swollen, find I have you temporarily blind. Bro's probably got brain damage at this point, and your poor lungs are gonna be feeding for air. You find out barely any type of energy at the end of the fight, and you're gonna be swinging like corn in slow motion. Speaking of fighting, with how the internet is, it's just a bunch of internet thugs and weirdos, cyberbully criminals trying to finesse your data and use any information they can get from you to potentially harm or steal your identity to ruin your life. I know, right? They need to touch grass or get another hobby. But that is why I'm blessed to say I found a solution to counter these online creeps and digitally fight back. I partnered up with Atlas VPN. Atlas VPN helps you defend from data-hungry companies who want to steal all your private information and take out those internet thugs. Atlas VPN is going to be fighting off those disgusting viruses like the Rocky Balboa in the ring. Another perk that this VPN has to offer is that you can teleport to any part of the world that you want, so you can watch those exclusive movies and TV shows that you wouldn't be able to watch in your region. Now you don't have to worry about going through depression because you couldn't watch your favorite content. If you want to be chilling on your devices with no worries of privacy being invaded, download Atlas VPN for top tier protection and services. Not even the president's bodyguards can compete. Link in the description below and pin comment for an insane deal. When it comes to the hallways during a school fight, it's usually a classic set. Now what be pissing me off is that you're gonna have your phone out recording the school fight. I'll be out here seeing folks footage, having them all shaking, moving all over the place. Like I came to see someone getting their ass whooped, not a bunch of blur. I hope nobody in their right mind hires them to be a cameraman, cause y'all suck. And then when the teachers pull up, they're gonna be talking about some stop fighting, acting like that's gonna do anything. Like, oh yeah, sure, we're totally gonna stop the fight. Hey bro, good fight. Hey yo, you too, man. There's no such thing as good sportsmanship. They barely have that in the sports realm as it is, so expecting a bunch of Gen Z kids to be nice is kind of funny. One of the best school fight scenes I ever saw in the hallways was in that Cobra Kai show. How many karate kids were bashing each other's skulls and fighting them like they were Batman, and then have them pushing you out, making you fall in a big drop. You're gonna try to end your career. GTA wasted thing's gonna pop out for you and you're gonna be unconscious. You're gonna be rushed into the hospital, stuck in a coma if you're still alive. The school bathroom though is an iconic place for privacy. This is where most people record their friends slapboxing and see how many hits they can get off. People spectating are so random, like why is your NPC looking so sitting on the toilet? People want to be different so bad, I swear. If they feel extra and want to spice things up, they're gonna bring some boxing gloves and treat it like it's a boxing match. Bring some drinks and popcorn and get ready for the show. Now, the locker room fights are kinda sus. More sus than being the red guy in Among Us. Among Us. I saw some kids mad at each other and then he slapped his butt. Like, what is bro doing? I thought you were trying to fight back, not clap back for some cheeks. I don't even want to know what's going on in their heads that day. That's sus stuff or those arguments after a game where you're part of the losing team. Someone decides to be a show off and talk crazy. Yeah, take that L, loser. A bunch of sweaty, musty men all together, all tired about losing a basketball match and just ready to fight about it. You're looking like Eli fighting for the Miami Heat. My advice to y'all is just mind y'all business. You don't even gotta be a super nice guy, just be chill and you're gonna have less problems to deal with. To this day, the craziest school fight I ever got to witness in high school was when everyone went outside of school. It was just a bunch of small little groups all fighting each other. It's that all this was happening behind me while I was on my phone listening to Juice WRLD minding my business. The fact that I did not notice this until I watched a video my friend sent me the next day just shows how little I care about anything around me. I'm the definition of living in my own world. Comment down below if you ever witnessed a school fight or ever been in one. If you want to interact with me, I'll put my social media and Discord link down in the description below. And if you haven't already, I very appreciate y'all hit that like button, subscribe, post notifications on so when I drop another video. Stay blessed and I'm Addy.
If you enjoyed today's video, go check out this random video and follow socials to keep up to date with Jeffrey Blessed.